beignets, po' boys, and polar bears? No, this isn't the Crescent City, ladies and gentlemen. This is Anchorage, Alaska. But the boys with beignets and po' boys are making their first appearance in the Simulation Football League. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Alvin Washington. Merrick Atera joins me as we are seeing for the first time the expansion New Orleans Pharaohs take on the Season 10 champion Alaska Storm. Aaron Arrington's top line cornerback. He makes his first appearance with the expansion Pharaohs. On the flip side, Ron Cochran is back for another season leading the SFL champion Storm. Merrick, what's in store for us today?
Well, from my experience being up here the last season, Alaska's not going to take it easy on these guys visiting their home turf.
Well, I'll tell you, Ron Cochran, as we see the APM Music coin toss, looks like a well-seasoned and well-traveled man. The opening toss comes up, and it's going to be Pharaohs ball to kick things off. The Pharaohs are wearing their white uniforms with the purple and gold numerals and trim. That's 2/3 of the Mardi Gras colors that they represent, green being the third. Alaska's in there all ice teal with red helmets. We're set to go. Beautiful new graphics package we got. And the kick is underway as we're here on the new SFL network on YouTube, and they will sit it in the end zone for the touchback. And the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Pharaohs is the 6'5", 230-pounder, number 10, Xander Gold. We'll get his offense in just a moment as he has a single back, receiver out the side for the Pharaohs heading to your left. They're wearing the white uniforms with black pants, and again, the maroon, the purple and gold numerals. There's Bonkers. They're all starting immediately. The opening carry gets him 8 yards.
Man, what a chunk for his first try. You should expect to see a lot of him today, I'd imagine.
Dunk Bunkers is a part of this great-looking offense. The receivers are Leroy Brown and Matt Wolf. More of them in just a moment. We'll also look at the Alaska defense in a skosh. Offset I, looking at 8 in the box to flip the Bonkers, and he is immediately brought down in the backfield. Nice job up front. The tackle that time for Alaska by number 52, that being Andrew Francis, 5'11", 250. Offset I, 3 wide on 3rd and 4. They lost 2 on the play. Stunning from the left side by the Alaska front line. They'll throw out the Bonkers on the flat. Ooh, does he have close. It's going to depend on the spot. They say he's short by 1.
Well, now it'll be our first chance to see how Coach Arrington's going to be running his team, if he's going to be aggressive and go for it in these short yardage situations or not.
Nope, they're going to punt away here. Doing the punting honors for New Orleans this year will be Gordon Gresmanis. 9:30 and counting. We do play 11-minute quarters here in the SFL. A bit of a short punt here. It's going to come to the 40. That's
stopped immediately.
That's about it. No, this is normal. You expect to see something like this. So now let's see Ron Cochran and the boys come in the mix. Cochran, the SFL champion quarterback. Jeff Como, Robert Merrill are his primary receivers.
Yeah, and they're without Yassine Clifton this year, so we'll have to see how they're going to get Jason Williams, their new fullback, involved in here.
Isolation left, trips right for the teal and red, going to the right, throw across the middle. A catch is made. It's an 8-yard gain. And that's another one of the major receivers for New Orleans coming through, that being 81, Jason Julien. Optimus Klein, number 88, also makes a return for the Storm. How about Optimus Klein getting a ring last year, eh?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, him and Ron Cochran, they work so well together, and they find their way to find the chinks in all of these great defenses' armor.
On the flip out, 8:52, no gain on the play on second down. The carry that time for Alaska by Stanley Nordellis, and he's become the starting running back. did a lot of yeoman's work after their contract running back went down and did quite well in holding this team up in the running game.
Yeah, for sure.
Pro set on 3rd and 2 with a slot to the right-hand side. The stunt coming up on the man-to-man from the outside by the Pharaohs. Interesting name of their stadium is they'll flip out to Nordellis, and he will not get the first down. He'll lose 2 on the play. The tackle for a loss that time for New Orleans by big number 48, Obi Okoye.
Yeah, and he's one of their, well, I mean, they're all new, but he was one of their free agent pickups, so it's good to see him thriving down or up here.
Alaska will punt this time, and this will be June Tutu. Tutu awaits the punt. The native Eskimo punts away. Wolf lets it go, and it's going to hit the end zone for a touchback. So no score with 7:39 to play here for the opening quarter. Special hello to everyone checking in for the very first preseason game of Season 11 of the Simulation Football League. That's right, we are now 11 seasons deep. Big thank you to Cameron Irvine, our fearless commissioner who has done major wonders for this league. We've got the SFL convention coming up July 13th, 14th, and 15th. Donk Bonkers trying to slide his way through. Will only pick up a yard on that one. 2nd down. Good stop up the middle for Alaska by Ramel Hernandez, 6'3", 210-pound strong safety. Clock is running with 7:18. I see our new game engine this year for the league is All Pro Football 2K8. Similar to what we saw with 2K10. Different graphics package. Looks beautiful, man. Looks absolutely beautiful. Bonkers, a big hole up the middle, almost a first down.
One man to beat.
But Dunk Bonkers immediately showing you why he was an all-pro last year. So that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Now, we got this close with New Orleans last time. They were unable to punch it past the line to gain. Let's see if they'll do it with this I slot right formation. Everybody on the line. Bonkers with the carry. First down, more.
Oh, beautiful cut there. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot of Donk Bonkers today. They might be using Jackson, Brown, and Wolf, their receivers, as decoys out there to just get blockers out of the center of the field.
Donk Bonkers, as you see there on the replay, goes 5'10", 210. He is indeed a prototype running back in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's been shown he's got the ability to break it outside in through the middle, so it'll be interesting to see which way they lean.
Coming up on 6'10" for the period. Slot either side, pro set formation. It's Bonkers again. Looking at the lead block. Carries 1, carries 2. Good 5-yard gain for Bonkers to the 38, 2nd down. And what I'm liking, here's what I'm liking about the package that we've got this year, Merrick. We could barely see the line to gain or the line of scrimmage. We see it very clearly this time, especially that'll help our fans out that may be coming in for the very first time this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things that you don't notice until someone points it out, and then once they point it out, you see it every play.
And talk about pointing out. How about almost pointing out a near first down by Donk Bonkers? He'll pick up 4 more on that gain. We've hit the halfway point, 5.5, and they're about a yard short, 42-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. We're running with 5:23. No score between the expansion New Orleans Pharaohs and the SFL champion Alaska Storm. One of my first games in calling last year was with this very same Storm, and I'm like, oh, these guys might have the goods. They took out the then undefeated Tallahassee Pride in the championship game, and look at this.
It's interesting. I'm surprised they went with Donk. I mean, they had leaned pretty even towards pass heavy on 3rd and short, but
4th and 1 at the 42, and they're going to punt it away again.
Yeah, they're still getting a feel for each other, I think, defense-wise and offense. Like, they're pushing. They're both trading punches.
You know, and especially New Orleans. I mean, you remember, this is their very first game here in the SFL, and, of course, we have the 2 clouds and a dust on the punt return.
Yeah.
But yeah, New Orleans is trying to get themselves a feel for the flow. The fact that Donk Bonkers is giving them the opportunity to really feel things out, I think helps the quarterback Xander Gold out tremendously.
Yeah, and the fact that that they're pushing the Alaska offense back, it gives them a lot of breathing room.
Cochran and the boys with an I formation. Ordelis dots the I. Overload on the right-hand side. It's Ordelis with the call coming to the right. Oh, look out. Good morning. That boy, number 95 from New Orleans, came to play today. And that gentleman's name is Coleman Fletcher, 6'4", 270, defensive end. Absolutely great play on that one.
Yeah, no, that was a great open field tackle.
I formation, overload left on 2nd and 13. Cochran back to pass. He'll throw to the left-hand side. The catch is made.
Might get this.
And a first down. Well, a slowly developing play that time. But
yeah, leave it to Ron Cochran to be able to see where the hole in the defense is and get it out there.
Aaron Arrington making a touchdown-saving play, but a slowly developing play was enough for number 83. I believe that was our tight end friend again, Mike Hatt this time, 6'4", 243. This is almost a Shannon Sharp type build there with him.
Yeah, and it seems like they might just be relying on the same or similar to the same playbook that they went with last year. That was more tight end centric because of their star that they lost.
No going there for Mr. Como as he's immediately clobbered by a triple team of Pharaohs in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Clock stop with 3:41. No score between Alaska and New Orleans. We're at the Alaska 40. The Storm, the defending SFL champions from last year, in the teal uniforms with red helmets, the Storm emblem on either side. Cochran changes the play with the play clock down to 10. Here in the first quarter, he'll flip to Ordelis, and he's immediately stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm liking this stunning defense.
I mean, it's to be expected when you've got McDaniels and Okoye back there.
Yeah, but it was Arrington that made the initial contact, and they just came and cleaned it up. I am impressed at Aaron Arrington. New team, same Aaron Arrington. That you gotta love that.
Yeah, you can't take away his field awareness.
Empty backfield, trips left, doubles right. Cochran changes the play with 3:10 and counting for the quarter. The play clock down to 10. Cochran, 3-step drop. Pump fakes, rolls to his right. Taking himself, he has to slide past the line of scrimmage. Excellent pursuit by that right side of the New Orleans defensive line. And that, again, they've got to punt away.
Yeah, and the pressure they're getting back there on Cochran is pretty impressive for a brand new squad, still just trying to figure it out. And the current champions home, like, they're giving them everything they can handle right now.
2-2 set to punt away. Wolf set to receive for the Pharaohs. This looks to be a bit short. Wolf will field at the 21, and that's it. This portion of our coverage of the Simulation Football League is brought to you by our presenting partner, APM Music. Proud to once again bring you great action in the Simulation Football League. APM Music, the official soundtrack of the SFL. Alvin Washington with Merrick-Terra here at the Eye of the Storm in Anchorage, Alaska. No score between the Storm and the expansion New Orleans Pharaohs. Xander Gold now in a shotgun formation with a receiver with a blocking back on either side. He'll give it to Donk Bonkers. Bonkers, they'll say no gain. 2nd down. He is 9 carries, 20 yards so far.
Yeah, and even though Bonkers didn't get a lot of yards on that play, the play developed correctly with the blockers and everything. It's just a good open field tackle made by the defense.
3 wide set. Bonkers is the lone setback on 2nd down for New Orleans heading to the left in the white, purple, and gold. And the throw across the middle, nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looked like disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, Xander was trying to make something happen there, but you don't get that much time against Dominguez and the squad back there.
They were trying to get that to Leroy Brown on that one. They'll bring up 3rd down. 1:59 to play here in the first quarter. No score between Alaska and New Orleans. Great crowd on hand for this preseason game here. Way up in the yonder ways, as my kinfolk like to say sometimes. Play clock down to 8. Gold back to pass. Across the middle, and it is incomplete.
Close.
Ooh,
Lee trying to make something happen.
Matt Wolf, the intended receiver that time, and had it for a moment and not able to haul it in. And great defense up the middle by the secondary.
Yeah, as expected, Alaska is not going to let a pass down the field go unchallenged.
Robert Merrill is set to receive the punt. We've got 1:55 to play here for the opening quarter. Ooh.
Oh, that's close. Ooh, they almost got it.
Boy, the way that long snapper might need to watch himself as Merrill gets knocked down at the 41. But that long snapper, I don't know that's the second time he's done that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's at least the first, maybe not the second.
Ron Cochran back out, and that New Orleans defense, I got to tell you, that's a good-looking defense. Let's look at them real quick. The secondary is Kappa Jones, Aaron Arrington, Tank Bennett, and Roldeman Hood. Obi Okoye is the linebacker along with Heath McDaniel. Cochran hands off to Nordellis, and nothing going. Ooh. Loving this front line of New Orleans right now. Defensive.
Yeah, number 95 has been getting in there, man.
That's the name to watch. Coleman Fletcher, one of the role players. I think coaches probably has him in as a starter now, the way he's been playing so far.
Yeah, you know what? You might want to give that man a contract.
Indeed. Pro set on second down. Cochran, short drop. Throws to the left side. The catch is made, and a first down and more.
Whew, that was close. You know, it's surprising because that was pretty good coverage up until the very end. You just see the route running prowess from Alaska, man. They do all the little things correct.
Boy, if that wasn't one of the most slow-moving plays I've seen yet, it's like, oh, he caught that? Yes, he caught that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was surprising because the Pharaohs were really getting in on there.
That reception made by number 81, Jason Julien, 6'6", 253 at a tight end. So they got a plethora of tight ends that Ron Cochran can work with.
Yeah, they definitely do. And it seemed like I said, from him having his safety net there, and you've seen Clifton from last year, it seems like they're so reliant on that, using those tight ends as their check down options.
Nordellis with a 1-yard gain and brings up second down. Last half minute of the quarter, and we're flying by with no score between the Alaska Storm and the New Orleans Pharaohs. I tell you, I am impressed with the Pharaohs' defense so far. They're bend but not break, and they've made some great plays for loss too.
Yeah, I mean they're back four. I mean that's those two linebackers, and then the strong safety and the free safety. They're not going anywhere. You know, they're going to be there every play. This
should be the last play of the quarter. Nordellis with the carry.
Might break now.
Nah. He ain't got that kind of breakaway speed. 2-yard gain on that one. That'll take us to the end of the first 11 minutes of our preseason. It's the New Orleans Pharaohs 0. The Storm of Alaska 0. I want to let you know this portion of the Simulation Football League, the SFL Network on YouTube, is presented by Showtime Studios. Yes. Great plug there, fellas. Showtime Studios, the official home of the SFL convention, coming up July 13th through 15th in Las Colinas, Texas, just west of Metro Dallas. Oh, we're going to have a fun time down in the Metroplex. Cochran on 1st and 10, throws across the middle. That catch is made. It's a 4-yard reception by...
Yeah, that's not going to be enough, though.
Nah, not even close to being enough. Como with the catch.
Yeah.
Now make that Merrill, number 18. Now, Ron Merrill, quiet as kept. Ron Merrill was a Tom Waddle-type receiver last year, able to really... go across the middle on some key third down conversions. We got a kick coming up here. This looks to be about a 50-yarder from the left foot to start this second quarter. The kick is up. It's high. It's long.
Oh, man, that was close, though. Just a little short.
Brad Bretchett, just a bit short, 5'9", 180, and that gives Alaska the opportunity. And just a bit short of the crossbar.
Yeah, it was just a hair.
I would say maybe a couple of yards more on that last reception. Brenton hits the crossbar and goes over it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Brad's definitely got a leg. You know, he's just working it out. It's preseason.
I slot either side for New Orleans, heading to the right this quarter in the white, purple, and gold with black pants. Donk Bonkers dots the I. Xander Gold back to pass, throw across the middle. Where the heck was he throwing that?
Yeah, he was trying to catch 30, but it just didn't work out.
It's like, dude, really?
Yeah. Yeah, the coverage is all over it. I mean, Alaska's been around the block a few times. They can see those plays and those small little tricks you pull, and they're going to be in the right place.
Fullback Brock Cartwright was the one that was the intended receiver. He is in the offset I, slot either side on second down, looking at 6 in the box. Gold will hand off to Bonkers. Bonkers trying to slide through. Carries 1, carries 2, still on his feet. He's going to the 40. Wow, he's nobody there. He's out of here. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Wow.
Big A's and po' boys for everybody.
That's crazy. Look how many tackles he evades here. Is that 1, spin, runs through that guy, that's 4, and then he just doesn't have to worry about anybody else because he's faster than everybody on the field, clearly.
Now, Merrick, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the GM of this club, correct? No, you're the GM of Las Vegas.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely the GM of Las Vegas, but these guys are, their attack is looking very customized, very seasoned. You can see Arrington's experience is definitely playing into their playbook.
I have to tip my cap to the GM of New Orleans for picking Donk Bonkers up because, boy, he going to make some noise in that conference.
Yeah, he's definitely a threat anytime he touches the ball. It's crazy.
Kick is on the way, and it's good. And your scoring summary, a touchdown run by Donk Bonkers at the 10-10 mark of the second quarter. Score stream. Now proud to be in its second season, the official scoreboard of the Simulation Football League. Hello to Zach and the guys down there in the Metroplex. You can follow the SFL anywhere on your smartphones and mobile stuff. Just go to scorestream.com, follow the Simulation Football League and your favorite team, and you can get all the action for Season 11 and beyond. Good run back that time by Merrill on the kickoff to the Alaska 29 of 10:06 to play. 7-0 New Orleans. Boy, wouldn't
if you can get close to the 30, that 30-yard mark is really a sweet spot. If you can get anywhere 29, 31, somewhere in there, that's a really good start for your offense. It kind of gives them a little bit more confidence.
Now, we've seen a couple of run backs last season. The young man from Chicago. Oh, there's a free play coming up for Ron Cochran. Yep. Can he make the most of it?
Oh.
That's going to be at least 5. That's going to be at least 5 because the left side of that line just went all over the training table.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to Bennett because those free plays, more often than not, you see teams get hurt real bad by them because the defense they see the flag and they're a half a step slow. But Bennett didn't give up on that play at all and made sure nothing happened.
All right. So it'll be 1st and 5 now on that call. First mistake of the day by New Orleans. As you said, preseason jitters. This is their very first time out on the big stage. Offset I. Nordellis dots the I, looking at everybody and their grandma in the box for New Orleans. Nordellis on the, oh, no, you don't. Ooh-wee. Sammy Springs said you will eat turf and like it.
He sure did. Yeah, he was having none of that play.
That's a big boy to number 97. Sammy Springs still got a lot of spring in his step. 9:45 for the first half. Back to the Alaska 30. 2nd and 9 now the call. Pro set, slot right formation. Cochran now hands off to Nordellis again. He will go nowhere. Maybe a yard, if that. Look like big number 99's been eating a lot of beignets, too, over the offseason, too. Good gracious, we got some big boy. Cornelius Arthur, outside linebacker, 6'2", 40. That boy is big and fast. Spread him out here on 3rd down, no backfield. Doubles either side. Cochran, back to pass, short stop. The lefty throws across the middle. The catch is made.
Oh, and he made a break.
Got the first down.
Wow.
Merrill with the catch.
Yeah, you see one of the first missteps there by that New Orleans defense. It seems like they were where they needed to be, but Merrill's skill just shining through there.
Tell you, Ron Merrill is that Tom Waddle type receiver. You need him to go across the middle and get them tough yards. He's going to get those tough yards.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Merrill doesn't give up on a play ever.
Pro set on 1st and 10 of stunning front line. Now Nordella's with the call. Ow! Ouch! Jeez!
Man.
Hood puts him in the hood.
Yeah, he did.
Mercy!
Like he was in the hood.
That's Lolaman Hood, the 6'3", 190-pound cornerback playing run support.
And he definitely punches above his weight. He's running around at 195, and he's setting people down.
Second down, trips on the right-hand side. Single back is Nordellas with an isolation on the left. Coming up to 8 minutes for the opening quarter. 7-0 in favor of the New Orleans Pharaohs. Nordellas on the sweep, trying to cut through. Not much else. 2 yards on the gain.
Oof.
See,
that's a bad stat.
Man, ugly numbers on Nordellas. Great numbers on Bonkers, though, with the touchdown run.
Yeah, Bonkers has definitely been a surprise here. It's he's been putting in work. He's making this defense look a lot like they're still in training camp and not preseason.
7.5 to go for this opening half. Cochran back to pass. He gets sacked! Look out! Sammy Springs putting on the Vader crunch. Just bull rush.
Just went through. Yeah, Cochran didn't have a chance.
Man, rest in peace to the right tackle on that one. Good Lord. 4th down and somebody find an Iditarod sled. 2-2 back to...
You're going to need that. You're going to need a whole team of dogs to get you 19 yards in one play, especially against this defense right now. 2-2
punts away to Wolf. Wolf won't get much.
No.
At the New Orleans 38 with 1st and 10, and the Pharaohs up 7-0 with 6:47 to play for this first half.
And that's a bad man. Wolf just walking through 5 people, bumping shoulders and stuff. Still staring them all down, even though he just got gang tackled. Like, you could tell these guys aren't playing around.
1st and 10 for the Pharaohs, heading to the right in the white, purple, and gold with black pants. Donk Bonkers already with 88 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Looking for more here.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if they still feed it to him as much now that they've got a lead.
Bonkers on the reception will lose a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd and 11. I like the open field tackle that time by the Alaska Storm's number 95. That being Pierre Lyon.
Yeah, and sometimes you just make a play more complicated than it needs to be. And adding the fake handoff and then tossing it to him anyways, it's just give him the ball and let him work.
I formation, Donk Bonkers dots the I. He'll get the call up the middle, and
that's what I'm talking about.
He'll pick up that 1 + 4 more. He's now up to 92 yards on the day. The touchdown run went for 60.
Yeah, that's crazy. As a rookie in your first game, you go to the champion's house and you run for 100 yards on him.
No, Donk Bonkers is definitely not a rookie. This may be his first year for New Orleans, but he is definitely not a rookie. I guarantee you that. Gold throws out 2 Bonkers. I don't know why he ran back. That was just never mind. Moving right along. 4th and 9 from the New Orleans 39. God, that was ugly. I could never understand why they would throw the screen to the running back and the running back would come back toward the middle of the field.
Yeah, it's interesting sometimes. Like, they'll get out there and they're just like, I could get past this one guy, or I could head towards the 6 guys.
Oh, boy. Merrill back to receive the punt from Gresmanis. And thankfully, the front line held up for him this time as Gresmanis gets off a great punt to the 18.
He's got some room to work here.
Nah, not much. Merrill isn't that great of a return guy. 5:06 to play here for the first half. New Orleans 7, Alaska nothing. It is Season 11 preseason football here on the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Alvin Washington, Maricatera, kicking it here in the eye of the storm in Anchorage, Alaska, and Ron Cochran needs to have a better eye than what he did the last couple of times out to get this team downfield. Flips
Yeah,
out
it
to
looks like an eye just on their offense.
Nordellis, trying to get to the outside, but no go right there in his grill. He wears number 48, and that young man for the New Orleans Pharaohs happens to be Obi Okoye. Nigerian Napalm, as they call him. 6'1", 241, and runs like it. 4:38 to play. Now Ron Cochran flips the play with the play clock down to 11. 2nd and 9 to call. Trips on the right. Nordellis is the lone back. Short drop for Cochran across the middle. Catch is made in the first down. Nice grab there up the middle. As we've hit 4:19, the grab by number 13, Jeff Como, I believe. And Como will split out deep to the right-hand side on 1st and 10 at the Alaska 38. Doubles right, isolation left with a pro formation. They'll hand off up to the fullback up the middle, and he don't get much. 2nd and 10. Nope, that was actually Nordellis. Smith, the big stop for New Orleans. That'll bring up 2nd down. Meeting some of that great front line of New Orleans. Number 76 is Jerry Smith, 6'7", 340 defensive tackle.
Yeah, and you can see the non-contracts really stepping up and trying to earn their way through this week of preseason games.
Throw downfield, catch is made, first down and more, and he's gone. It's Optimus Klein, and he's in. Touchdown, Alaska.
Yeah, well, it looks like the eye's passing.
Optimus Klein, his first touchdown of season 11. That's a 62-yard bomb from Cochran. Beautiful over-the-shoulder catch, and Klein does the rest.
Yeah, and you can expect Optimus Klein to be doing that all season long.
The moment I heard Optimus Klein's name in my first broadcast with the Storm, I'm like, he is on the all-name team right now. That is an absolutely great football name.
Yeah, I guarantee you he's moving jerseys up here.
The kick by Brad Bretchett for the extra point to try and tie the game here with 3:23 for the first half. The snap is down. The kick is on the way, and we got a new ball game, folks. 7-7 with the Storm and the Pharaohs. Preseason football on the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Score stream, scoring summary. Again, a 62-yard reception by Optimus Klein. Bretchett, the extra point. You were saying, Merrick?
Oh, well, they've got give it 3.5 minutes on the clock. It'll be interesting to see what they do now that the score's tied up, if they come out aggressive or if they just play and are happy with walking into halftime with the tie, you know what I mean? Like,
well, again, you look at preseason, and this is an opportunity to see a lot of your first unit and see how they gel together. Because the offseason's a pretty quick turnaround. I mean, this isn't like real life football where you got like an extended offseason. No, it is a quick turnaround here. But these guys are in great shape. Offset eye on 1st and 10. Dunk Bunker sees a hole and will get 2 out of the game. Good tackle as he gets up to 94 yards. The tackle for Alaska. We'll give that to big number 99 in this case. That young man's name is Chris Mack. Truck, that is. 6'3", 239. Shotgun, 3 wide, doubles on the right-hand side for New Orleans, heading to the right in the white, purple, and gold on 2nd down. They're at their own 28, and they'll hand off to Bonkers on the counter tray. He'll pick up 3 or 4 on that one. Not a bad call there by the Pharaohs.
No, that gets them a good chunk. You know, it gets them close enough to the line of scrimmage where they've got some options.
2.5 to play here for the second quarter. 7-7. The New Orleans Pharaohs and the Alaska Storm. Offset eye, slot out of the side on 3rd and 5 at the New Orleans 31. Xander go with a short drop. He'll throw left-hand side. Catch is made in the first down. Wow. I think that's Wolf on that catch. Nope, that's actually one of the newer receivers for New Orleans. as Andrew Francis barely makes the stop. But this is an absolutely well-placed ball by Gold. Ermac Jackson, 6'4", 215-pound receiver, makes the third down conversion. We're pushed up to the Pharaohs 44, nearing the 2-minute warning. Will they get the play off before then? The answer is no. We're at the 8 p.m. music 2-minute warning. 7 for the Pharaohs, 7 for the Storm. It's the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by 8 p.m. Music.
Yeah, now that they're going into their 2-minute playbook, it'll be interesting to see which way they go. Like, this is where you really find out the hearts of these teams.
We just saw Ermac Jackson made that third down conversion as we're back here at the New Orleans 44. 7-7, the Pharaohs and the Storm. Here comes Donk Bonkers trying to blast his way through. He'll pick up 5 on that gain, second down. And he's now over 100 yards for the day, 103 to be exact, and a touchdown. That was the 60-yarder back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it looks like they might just be putting the field goal as what they're shooting for, and that's why they're content to run some run plays now and burn some clock off, because they're not trying to get all the way to the end zone, just close enough for their kicker to put it through.
They're on their side of the 50-yard line, the New Orleans 49 to be exact. 2nd and 5, 96 on the first half clock. Out of the I formation, Bonkers blasted through. Short of the first down by inches.
Yeah, but I'd imagine they run that back.
Be third down at the Alaska 46. Take a good first half for both clubs on both sides of the football.
Yeah, I think Alaska came out a little lackadaisical, and New Orleans punched them in the mouth, and now they're in it.
Bonkers on third down, has the first and more. Look out! He's at the 39, and immediately they go to the no huddle as we're inside the 2K Sports final minute.
Now let's see.
I formation, slot to the left-hand side. Gold on a short drop. Steps up in the pocket, throws left-hand side. He's picked off!
Oh, bad choice.
Ooh, wow! That was not at the time to throw a pass like that.
No, that was not.
Chris Mack trucks that ball back the other way to the New Orleans 45. The first big mistake of the preseason.
Yeah, you can see the pocket collapsing, and he checks him, and he sees that he's open, and he was just wrong.
Wow.
Was too close.
Now let's see if Alaska can flip the script here in New Orleans territory.
Yeah, with 41 seconds left, I mean, they could just take it, or they might throw one. They might go deep once, see if they can get a chunk.
They've got all 3 of their timeouts left. Pro formation. Nordellis is in the back of there. Doubles on the right hand side.
Cochran's definitely one of the QBs that you'd want at the helm of the ship.
Speaking of which, he was looking for that one.
Oh, man.
Robert Merrill.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I mean, it looked good. Well, the ball's a little, okay, so spiral wasn't good. It came out of Cochran's hand a little wobbly, but Merrill still made a decent play for it. He just missed it.
I think he might have been shielded by one of the cornerbacks there and trying to read where that ball was.
Yeah, I mean, with the way the defense of New Orleans has been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got up there and got a hand up.
From the New Orleans 45, 2nd and 10 with 37 ticks. Alaska hitting left in the teal and red. Cochran with a pro set formation, double jumbo. Short drop, he'll throw out to Nordellis on the right-hand side.
Oh, he almost got his block.
He'll call time on the 3-yard reception, 3rd and 7 at the 43. You would figure with Brechet's foot, they would need somewhere around the 30-yard line to
they're
really
going to take a shot.
So there's going to be 3rd and 7. The line to gain here will be the 36 of the Pharaohs. The line to potentially be in field goal range is definitely the 30 for Mr. Brechet. Trips left-hand side, isolation on the right, empty backfield for Ron Cochran with 32 ticks on the clock.
Yeah, and he's got lots of targets out there, and Cochran's not going to shy away from throwing a ball.
Speaking of target, he got one there, but that'll be well short of the first down. That's not going to sit well with the coach there. Optimus Klein with a no-gainer. 4th down.
I think Optimus just kind of thought he had a little bit more room to work with. So 4th and 7, we should probably see him.
They're going to punt this one away. Jun Tutu out to punt. Wolf back to receive with 29 ticks on the clock. Here comes the snap. Coffin corner for Tutu. They'll call a fair catch, and it'll be at the 15-yard line. So somehow, someway, New Orleans bites a bullet that time off of the interception.
They fought that off. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Alaska didn't drive a little bit farther and just put them up. It seems like they're well aware they're in a fight now. And they're playing hard on both sides. So it's going to be up to the Pharaohs to figure it out.
2K Sports halftime report coming up in a skosh. Pro set, slot either side on 1st and 10 at the 15. A little bit of shift on the left-hand side of the line by the Storm. Bonkers on the call. Bonkers, 2-yard gain. They're content to run this clock out. Not a bad first half for Donk Bonkers. 116 yards, a 60-yard touchdown run. I'd say that's a pretty good first half for a potential back-to-back All-Pro kid.
Yeah, I don't think it's a surprise that Donk has got those stats. I think it's a surprise that the Pharaohs got those stats on the Storm defense that shut so many people down last season. Bonkers
on the last carry of the first half loses a yard back to the 15, and that'll take care of the first 22 minutes of this game. Halftime is here. The New Orleans Pharaohs 7, the Alaska Storm, the SFL champions 7. 2K Sports halftime report in just a minute here on the SFL Network on YouTube. And here comes the 2K Sports halftime show. If you look at this, you would think both teams played to their strengths, Merrick.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see that the Pharaohs found some early success with Donk Bonkers, and they just kind of stayed with him, and he's paid off.
Now, give Ron Cochran some credit. He's getting up there in the tooth, but some of his slow developing plays seem to net some of the better results.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot to do with the fact that this Pharaohs squad, they're still figuring out how to play with each other. So some of the next level tricks that the offenses and the defense for the Storm pull, they're falling for them. But I mean, they're sticking in there.
See a couple of touchdown plays. We saw the Donk Bonkers 60-yard run. Now the 62-yard touchdown catch by Optimus Klein with the pose.
Yeah, there's no trick to that play. It's just Optimus Klein's he's a top flight receiver in the league, and he's going to make everyone look like that. Now
you just saw the mistake there that Xander go through to Chris Mack. Do you think he remembers that and erased it, but understanding where he put that at in the wrong spot to try to come back next half and make amends for it?
Yeah, I think Xander. There's a reason that Xander got taken at the top of the draft, or towards the top of the draft, and it's because they saw that he had the potential to be one of the top QBs in the SFL. So I think he takes it and he recognizes it and he moves on from there. I don't think he makes that same mistake again.
Ron Merrill set to get the kick here to start the second half for Alaska in a 7-7 tie with New Orleans. Merrill from his 15 immediately slammed down at the 32. So there's that sweet spot you were talking about.
Yep, exactly. I mean, that's a good spot for any team to start. And I look to see Cochran come out a little bit more aggressive coming out of that first half, where they realize that the Pharaohs are here for an actual game, and I think they're going to get their best shot here.
Cochran leading the SFL champion Storm. They knocked off the then undefeated Tallahassee Pride in the Season 10 championship earlier this year. That had to have been a shocker. Cochran throws to the outside. Ordelius with the catch. Ordelius will pick up 7 on that gain. Second down. Not a bad call there.
No, and from playing them last year when I was with the Sharks, I mean, Nordellis is always a threat on the outside more than most running backs are. They like to run him out wide and catch him when he's in stride because he's agile enough to get around that first contact.
2nd and 3 from the Alaska 39. The Storm going to the right this quarter in the teal uniforms with red writing and helmets. The lefty Cochran throws across the middle. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Jeff Como should have had that one.
Come on.
Maybe it's a little bit some of that Beignet does the secondary through from out his hands.
Right. Hit that halftime buffet a little too hard.
Man, you should see the Pharaohs pregame spread, man. Holy cow. I thought I was home again.
Right? King cakes for everybody.
There you go. All set. Oh, wow. Never mind that third down throw. Julian, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, Cochran's hitting his receivers in the hands. They're just, you know, maybe they enjoyed the Anchorage nightlife a little too much the night before.
Ooh. That's an Iditarod screwdriver.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
That's preseason, and it's an expansion team. We'll be fine. They're definitely regretting that out there right now.
Jun Tutu back to punt away. Wolf to receive for New Orleans. Who are wearing their white uniforms with purple and gold numbers and trim and the black pants. The boot is up in the air. Wolf at his 20. Pushes forward to the 24. 1st and 10 at that point. APM Music for the 2nd straight season. Proud to present action in the Simulation Football League. The brand new SFL network on YouTube is presented by APM Music. Donk Bonkers, there to go that man again. 18 carries, 115 yards, and a touchdown for the Pharaohs, heading to the left in the white, purple, and gold and black. Short drop by Xander. Go with a touch, with an interception. Catch across the middle, and that's very close to a first down.
You can see Xander's already processing that mistake from the end of the first half, where he threw. You know, he thought he had those linebackers in a spot where they couldn't get to the ball, and they proved him wrong. So in this one, you can definitely see he was leading his receiver away from the linebacker.
Nice catch by Roman Vickers, the non-contract tight end. Pro set doubles right-hand side on 2nd down. Shift coming right from Alaska. 9:38 to go here for the 2nd quarter. For the 3rd quarter now. Man, we are flying through this game. Donk Bonkers flies through the middle of the line and has the first down.
Yeah. I mean, and if he runs anything close to where he was running in the first half, you can expect him to pick up those 2 yards almost automatically.
From the 35-yard line of the Pharaohs, who are playing out of Lieutenant General Russell Honore Stadium when they come back home during the season. Of course, that is the gentleman who was the commander of the 1st Army in Georgia. Louisiana native. A great way to honor that gentleman. Back
absolutely.
Xander Gold has a flag, a throw, and a near interception. The question is now, who did what to who?
You know, that's what happens sometimes, though. You try to take on those rookies, and they're a little bit more spry than you think they might be, because he slid that tackle right off.
They are going to call defensive holding against the Storm. Wow.
Yeah, that's a surprise call.
So that's an automatic first down for the Pharaohs.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Xander Gold's he's not afraid of this defense. You know, he's playing them hard.
Gold only 23 yards in the air and an interception, but he's let Donk Bonkers do most of the talking with his feet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's made some key throws here and there to extend drives, but when you've got a talent like Donk Bonkers in the backfield, I mean, you'd be silly not to use him.
Throw up the middle. That was almost picked off by Chris Mack.
Almost got him again. Yeah, DJ Majesty's one of the only new additions up there. I mean, he's worth every cent in his contract, man. It just the awareness that he brings to that defense really helps him out.
That was Majesty on the break up here. 2nd and 10 at the New Orleans 40. Clock stop 8:52. Pro set doubles left-hand side. Now it's Bonkers on the carry, and Bonkers is immediately stopped. I have the feeling that Alaska has made their adjustments. Chris Mack again up the middle. Nope. Is that Big Sexy? Number 69?
That's Big Sexy right there.
Yes, sir.
Had enough of this.
Big Sexy is back, y'all.
I mean, he's upset. He went in there, and that buffet table was damn near empty.
That's Alex Dominguez, 6'2", 300 nose tackle, a.k.a. Big Sexy, and he was big all-pro on the front line last year for the defense. Back to pass on 3rd and 10.
Coming from the right.
Gold, catch, first down.
It's great poise for a rookie QB to make that throw when you got God knows how many people coming from you on the right side like that.
Matt Wolf, primarily the return man for the Pharaohs, with a great open field catch. Got right behind the quarterback, and there it is. That's your 3rd down conversion guy right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, shout outs to those guys in there making those ceiling blocks, man.
Doubles left, isolation right, offset I, 1st and 10 at the Alaska 45 for New Orleans, heading left. Donk Bonkers on the carry, trying to come back in the middle. He'll, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ooh, ow.
Yeah.
Lion ain't lying. I want that boy.
Looking like a piece of meat out there.
Jeez. Man, it bounced bonkers off the field like it was a pinball.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you've got DJ Majesty and Andrew Francis out there. Like, even your non-contracts are going to play up.
I formation slot out of the side on 2nd and 9. Gold rolls to his right. In traffic throw. Catches me.
Oh.
No, he didn't catch it.
No, that was a little bit behind him.
Oh, man. I thought he for sure he had that catch.
I think Xander was just surprised nobody was trying to tackle him right there and got a little excited.
No, the pass was on the money. I give him that. The receiver's just not giving him the option to move down the field. 3rd and 9 at the 44 of Alaska. 7:28 for the third quarter, and it's 7-7. Tripped right-hand side. Gold third down.
Right back to the pass.
Across the middle. Catches made, but not enough for the first down.
No.
Nice catch up the middle, but not enough. And we've got to bring out the punting unit one more time.
I mean, when Alaska's defense gets keyed in like this, it's a thing to watch, man. They see the way they sacrifice for each other. They're not up there chasing stats. They're just trying to end plays. 4th and 2. They're going to go for it here. This is a gutsy call. They're going to rely on bonkers this time. Let's see if the defense is up for it.
I think
a lot of guys in the box.
I think they're going to try and pull them off sides. Nah, it's a timeout call.
Yep, just trying to pull them out.
I knew that. It's like you can almost see that coming. Like, nah, he ain't gonna do it. No.
Yeah. It's always surprising when somebody does make that mistake. It's pretty rare, especially in the SFL. But
well, there's the head coach doing what he always does best, and that's bark at his quarterback like, dude, are you serious?
Right. It's like, I'm trying to mold you, QB.
Grassman is out to punt away here with 6:46 to play for the third quarter. We're still all knotted at 7. Now, I had a double overtime game last year that was a classic. It was between Chicago and Indianapolis. It was like they just would not get in the end zone for nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wouldn't expect it to go that long here. I think from what I've seen, at least so far, Alaska seems to be pretty strongly in control right now.
We'll see here with 6:38 to play for period number 2 for 3. Gosh, see, that's what happens when you're on Alaska time. It's like you get up late and it's sunny.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, man. The time zones killed me.
Oh my gosh, Cochran with Nordellis in the backfield. He'll hand off to Nordellis. Nordellis ain't going nowhere.
No.
Tell you one man that is not affected by the time change. That's Obi Okoye, number 42. The Nigerian napalm is putting in work.
Yeah, and he's just completely sealing off running lanes. I mean, it's crazy how much space he takes up.
2nd and 13 from the Alaska 15. Back to pass. Cochran, the lefty, throws, catches made. That's a 3-yard gain back to the original 10-yard mark. And that will bring up third down. That's Como. Show Business Studios. Back to pass on third down. Here's a play on third, and just short. Merrill had the catch, couldn't get to the line to gain.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you didn't make that.
Wow. 4th down. All right. Fans are looking up here at the booth like, dude, you got an echo. I'm like, okay, we'll make sure in just a moment. I think the commissioner was giving me a bit of a heads up. Like, I'll check it out, commissioner. I got you. June Tutu's got this punt to go with 5:19 for the third. Still 7-7. Wolf from his 28. Good run back. We'll get to the 36. 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's a good start spot. I expect them to be feeding Donk Bonkers some more. See if they can get some of that first half success here in the second half now that Alaska's paying more attention. And it's going to be harder, but Donk's got the talent to do it.
Show Business Studios, ladies and gentlemen, not Showtime Studios. Thank you, sir. Even a veteran like me can use a little help every now and then. Back to pass, 1st and 10. Here, looking left, looking right, looking. Gold throws. He's got Bonkers. Bonkers trying to fight off a few folk. Will get one out of the gate. It looked for certain that Gold was going to get knocked down again.
Yeah, I mean, he had decent protection. I mean, it closed in on him, but then they kind of stabilized, but he just didn't have anywhere to go with it.
They'll bring up 2nd and 9. From the New Orleans 37, 2nd and 9. New Orleans to the left in the white, purple, and gold with black. Flip out to Bonkers. Bonkers trying to get past the front line. He'll pick up 2 more.
Couldn't break that first tackle.
Bryant, number 57 for Alaska, on the stop. $2K Sports, once again, proud to be the official game engine of the Simulation Football League. We're looking at the graphics from APF 2K8. Good-looking package this year, man. 3rd and 7, doubles either side. Gold in a shotgun will get sacked.
Wow. It looked like Xander was going to slip both of those guys for a second. But
nah, I don't think so.
No.
They were definitely bringing a hammer. Keyshawn Paul there to pick up the half sack.
They were not letting him get out of there.
4th and 15 to call. 3:49 to play. So this will be Grassmanis again to punt for New Orleans. 3:38 and counting. Merrill back to receive. Good straight-on punt this time. Merrill will fair catch at his 39.
Yeah, that's almost starting at the 40. That's gift wrap for Ron Cochran.
1st and 10 at that point. Don't forget we got more great action here coming up later this afternoon. Catch the SFL on YouTube. It's youtube.com/simulationfl. T formation. Nordellas dots the T left. Slot right. They'll get the call in. Ouch! Mercy!
Yeah, it was a very large man.
That boy, number 76, is a big boy. Jerry Smith, 6'7", 340.
Good God.
Yes. He is not missing any kind of po' boy sandwiches today.
Nope. He might be eating Stanley Nordellas as a po' boy sandwich.
Jeez. That's a scary sight. What a catch!
Whoa.
What a catch! Man! Did you see that?
Yeah, that was amazing in traffic.
Jason Julian chopping up Julians.
Wow, yeah, no kidding. I mean, maybe this is why they dropped Justine Clifton, or maybe why they weren't willing to re-sign with him, is that they had some rookie talent or some non-contract talent on the team that they thought could make up for it.
True to his name, Jason Julian slicing up the secondary on that catch. Up to the New Orleans 42. Can Alaska make something of it as they go to the right in the teal and red this quarter with 2:33 to play? Cochran, short drop back, throws to the outside. Nordellas with the catch. Nordellas trying to spin. He'll pick up 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't think Nordellas has the ability to make it past the guys still in the ends over there.
2nd and 7 is the call. Seven to 7 your score. Nordellas dots the I. We're at 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. And Nordellas will get the call. Nordellas loses the yard. 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Cochran isn't just keeping his foot on the gas here and trying to gouge this Pharaohs defense.
Well, he's seen a couple of holes. He hit Optimus Klein for a big one on the outside. Surprised he doesn't exploit that.
Yeah, maybe he just put them all in timeout because they were dropping stuff.
Free play there.
Play.
Throw down the middle. Can he make the most of it? Yeah, Catherine
gets!
Got him. And he got it! Touchdown, Alaska!
Somebody was listening.
Ron Merrill goes downtown and catches him slaping.
infraction.
Neutral zone infraction, but it doesn't matter because Ron Merrill just took this one to the house.
Yeah, I mean Cochran's like that, man. You can't give him anything. You give him one free play. What he took 3 seconds. That was it.
40-yard touchdown catch for Ron Merrill, the veteran. And right just like that, 13-7 Alaska. We're waiting the extra point kick from Mr. Brechet with 1:25 here in the third. By the way, it's been nice up here. 68 degrees at kickoff is what we had for a temperature. We're somewhere around the mid-60s now as the day wears on.
Yeah, I'm appreciative I'm up here because Vegas is not that cool.
The lefty Brechet knocks it in. It's 14-7 Alaska.
All right, so now New Orleans is working with their first deficit in the game.
Tell you, good drive, absolutely good drive. Again, that last catch by Robert Merrill of the Alaska Storm. Here's Brechet on the kick. All the way back for another touchback. So he's got that kickoff foot. Now the field goal foot, that's another story.
Well, you know, when you're trying to be accurate, you got to sacrifice a little bit of power.
Sacrifice, he says. Again, hello to our illustrious leader, Cam Irvine, the commissioner of the Simulation Football League, and thanks to him for everything that he's done to make the SFL the premier controllerless esports league. And Donk Bonkers immediately gets ramrodded deep in the backfield.
Yep, DJ Majesty, man, he's you know, like we were saying with the Clay on the other side of the field, these guys just they both been around the league for a while and they know what they're doing, and you have to try a little bit harder than that. It needs a little bit more run blocking than you got from 86 right there.
Boy, that's a great pinch down tackle if I ever saw one. 6 on the loss, second down. Final minute of the quarter. Alaska 14, New Orleans 7.
I'd like to see Xander take a shot downfield here, but I think they might have been blinded by how strong Bonker's performance in the first half was, into thinking it's going to be that way. But now that Alaska's keyed in, man, they need to be going through the air.
Bonkers picks those 6 back up. Third down as the shouts of defense rumble through the Anchorage air here at the eye of the storm. Gold back to pass. 2-1 outfield. The catcher's made it a first down. You called it, bro.
Rook.
Big Matt Wolf. That's your possession receiver right there.
Yeah, that was a great throw. I mean, he sees he's got him right there. He's got him one-on-one. It's where he wanted him. And just throws a little bit to the outside, gives Wolf plenty of room to work with. That's a heads-up play.
It's a nice timing play, too. If you notice, he saw me and he made the perfect release at the right time.
Yeah. No, he knew it. I mean, that's that vision that you want in rookie QBs where they can understand these plays that might take some people a couple of years to pick up on. He knew as soon as he took his first step to that left, he was like, he's got him.
Well, Xander, Dong Bonkers loses 2 as we've hit the end of the third quarter. A touchdown catch by Robert Merrill puts the Storm now up 14-7 on the Pharaohs. This is the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. This copyrighted broadcast of the Simulation Football League may not be reproduced for any reason without express written consent. He's Mericatera. I'm Alvin Washington. We're kicking it live in the eye of the storm. Anchorage, Alaska. The Storm, the SFL champions, up 14-7. After a spin around, a catch, a penalty. I think we got pass interference here.
I think there was a crime committed in the backfield.
That flag thrown right as the deflection was made. Oh, an eligible man downfield. Wow.
Yeah, that's odd.
They're calling on Thornton, the right tackle.
I thought for sure it was going to be on the block. Like I don't know. I don't think Alaska's playing with 11 people right now. I think one of them still might be back there.
2nd and 17 now the call on the ineligible man downfield. That's a big blow for New Orleans.
Yeah, it's going to bring them back. I mean, 17 yards on this Storm defense at home in the 4th quarter. Like, you better have some tricks up your sleeves.
Early going here in the 4th quarter. They'll flip out to Donk Bonkers, and there's a penalty there.
I got another one.
Will it be on
Storm
Matt?
might be helping back into it. Yeah, it looks like the Storm are going to help him back into it.
Ooh, flagrant face mask. That's 15 up.
Mm.
1st and 10 on that play, too.
Yep.
So new life for the Pharaohs at the Alaska 48. And right there.
Yep, back with the face.
Oh, if the ref misses
right in the face mask.
If the ref misses that one, he needs his stripes taken.
Yeah.
Man, good gracious.
That was pretty blatant.
Trips left-hand side on, but Bonkers in the single back formation. The slot to the right is Wolf. It'll be Bonkers on the call. Bonkers a big hole up the middle. 7 on the gate. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I mean, that was great run blocking, but you got to realize you're in the 4th quarter now. And you got to be taking shots on these guys. They're not just going to give it to you.
Bonkers with 123 yards and a touchdown. That was the 60-yarder back in the 1st quarter.
Yep.
We got more great action coming up later this afternoon into the evening. So check simulationfl.net for updated preseason information. 2nd and 3. Bonkers on the delayed draw. No. 4 loss on that one.
You're losing time. Now you're losing yards and time now.
Bryant on the tackle for loss. It'll bring a 3rd down back to the Alaska 45. 9:40 for regulation. Alaska 14, New Orleans 7. They're starting to got hit with that ineligible man downfield penalty earlier this drive. Gold back to pass on 3rd down. Throws it the near side. The catch is made, but not enough for the 1st down. Be 2 yards short on that reception.
Yeah, and that's a great play to pick up some yards, but it doesn't ever seem to be called at the right point.
So Grass Manis will be back out to punt one more time. Merrill to receive with 9:03 and counting for the game, and Alaska up 14-7. This one goes out of bounds.
Oh, at the 7.
They'll put it at the Alaska 7. Good punt by Grass Manis.
Yeah, that was definitely a great punt. You know, it gets his team out of a lot of danger that they could have been in.
So Alaska now looking for an insurance score here. They got to drive 93 yards to get it. The wily veteran Ron Cochran under center with Stanley Nordellis in the pro set. Slots to the right-hand side for Alaska in the teal and red. And it's a flip out.
Defense is going to be aggressive here.
Nordellis on the carry will get no gain out of that one. 2nd down.
Because their goal right now is to hold them to a 3 and out. Force the punt that'll give them favorable field position so they can tie this game up. So Pharaohs are going to be coming with everything they got right here.
Taylor, the Pharaohs color scheme on their road uniforms is eerily similar to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Play clock down to 10 for Cochran and the boys. Hand off to Nordellis again. He'll pick up one more.
You know, and this works for the Pharaohs here because if they keep running it, they don't get anything, and they're just going to be penned back in that end zone. Then you've got the chance to block that punt. Like, Cochran needs to get him some yards here.
Sammy Springs on that last sack. I'll tell you, we called Sammy Springs' name a lot today.
Yeah, he's been very active, surprisingly.
3rd down. Cochran, a short drop, throws to the near side. Oh, great open field tackle.
Yeah, that's going to get him a couple yards, but not too much.
Merrill was the man with the reception, but the open field tackle stopped him at least 7 yards short. 7:38 to play. 2-2 all the way back. About maybe 2 yards short of the end line. It'll be Wolf to receive. Great field position coming up for New Orleans.
Yeah, the Pharaohs might try to block this one. No, looks like they're going to stay back in coverage.
This will be a fair catch. Oh, great position at the 35.
Yeah, and that's why they didn't risk trying to block it. Just make sure nothing happened on the catch.
So an absolutely short field for the Pharaohs of New Orleans to work with.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't come away without a field goal, then they're going to get a talking to.
Bonkers is the lone setback with a slot either side. Here in the fourth quarter, 7:19 to play. Alaska 14, New Orleans 7. Back to pass to Xander Gold. Xander Gold comes through, and he is slammed down. Somehow gets the ball off before getting railroaded.
Yeah, and number 70 got him.
No thanks to big number 70. That's a big boy. Alaska's number 70 just happens to be defensive tackle Mars Charles, 6'3", 300.
Yeah, he looked every bit of it.
Yeah, he's been leading a lot of Alaska King crabbing off season. For sure.
They're just trying to live up to Big Sexy's example.
No gain on that second down run, and Pierre Lyon with a tackle there at the line of scrimmage. And Donk Bonkers has pretty much been neutralized here in this second half.
Yeah, I mean, after that big hit by, I think it was Lyon in the first or earlier in the game, he hasn't been able to make it through those holes that he was making it through before.
Empty backfield, 4 wide, trips left-hand side, goes back to pass rush. Is coming through across the middle. Oh, it is picked off!
Nice.
Tip drill!
Yeah, that was definitely a tip drill. Look at that. They're helping each other out.
Evan Carroll picks up the Karam and thwarts a would-be game-tying push by the Pharaohs. Not a bad way to play your way into the lineup.
Yeah, we're definitely used to seeing him from playing him last year. I mean, Carroll's always there, man. He's always there to make that play. You can see the heads up.
Cochran with trips to left side. Isolation right. Nordellis is the blocking back. He'll get the call at the line of scrimmage and get a big hole, a 9-yard gain near a first down. Arguably his biggest run of the day.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened right there, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Maybe the Pharaohs just weren't paying attention.
2nd and 1. I formation. Nordellis dots the I. Overload left this time on the line. It's Nordellis that'll get the call and loses 2. Tackle for loss by the Pharaohs. That's Fletcher, number 95. It's a big play here for the New Orleans defense with 5:56 to play for regulation, and they're down 14-7. They need a 3-and-out here.
Yeah, they really need to get the ball back with their offense.
Cochran throws, catch is made, first down.
You can see Cochran's a master at this. He'll just drive down slow, eat that clock away. He knows he's working with the lead. He'll go for high percentage completion passes, and it'll be over.
There's his new safety valve, Robert Merrill, right there with another Tom Waddle type catch. He knew he was going to get a hit. He's positioned himself, got the ball, cradled it in, bam, right there. Shotgun this time, 3 wide, doubles on the right-hand side. Cochran changes the play at the 5:18 mark of the fourth quarter. He'll hand off to Nordellis. Not a 1-yard loss, second down. Clock is ticking with coming up to 5 minutes to play. Show Business Studios, the official home of the SFL Convention, a proud partner of the Simulation Football League. The SFL Convention comes your way in Las Colinas, Texas, July 13th through 15th. You don't dare want to miss it, including opening week action of Season 11 of the Simulation Football League. Throws to the near side, one-hand catch. Oh, what a spin move back for 3 yards.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Good job that time by Como to stay in the field of play.
Yeah, it's just a veteran move where he, shifted his weight, tackler keys in on it, and all of a sudden he's gone, rotates out, and You're 5 yards back.
3rd and 7 now. Again, a key third down for the New Orleans defense. Pro set, 3 wide, doubles left-hand side, looking at 6 in the box. Cochran with a long snap count to play clock down to 10 as we near 4 minutes. Hand off to Nordellis. Oh, yeah, that's a big play. Sammy Springs, they go that man again.
I mean, it's still going to run some time off the clock, so Cochran's probably not 100% upset about it, but it's definitely great for the Pharaohs defense. They're going to get the ball back for their offense and give them a shot to tie this game up.
So let's see what happens here with 4th and 8 at the Alaska 41. It'll be Jun Tutu to punt away. 3:34 and counting. I mean, they are running a whole gang of time off this clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're great at it. You know, clock management's definitely a part of the game, and Mighty Squad has always had that.
Fair catch coming up for Wolf at his 28. So now New Orleans needs to drive 72 yards in 3 minutes, 19 seconds or less for the game-tying or potential game-winning score.
Yeah, and I mean, in this offense in the first half, it showed a lot of flashes of brilliance here, so I'd like to see Xander go back to a little bit more medium to long passing game here.
Empty backfield with doubles either side on 1st and 10. He'll throw across the middle. The catch is made, and a first down. And quickly they pick the pace up.
Yeah, see, Xander recognizes that where he's at in the game and where they're at score-wise, and he goes immediately into his no huddle.
It'll be...
That might have been a bad choice.
Yeah. Xander Gold tried the quarterback draw and no.
No, that doesn't work. No, Big Sexy loves that play.
2nd and 10 to call. Gold back to pass this time. He'll dump it off. That's, oh, wow.
Wrist strength on the rookie, though, man. He snapped that shot out there.
Yeah, but Hernandez was right there to read that all the way and break it up.
Yeah,
3rd and 10. This is big. This is big. At the New Orleans 42, they need a big play here to keep this going and keep alive for possibly their first win here in the league. Gold with Bonkers at the running back, doubles either side.
Yeah, see, the pass plays they've been calling have pulled them into a pass defense here.
The dime prevent by Alaska. Throw near side. Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Oh, that's sad.
You've gotta be kidding me. Ermac Jackson, that's a money catch for him.
Yeah, that's not a good look for the rookie, but you know, I mean, he's been where he's needed to be all day today. His route running's been good. His run blocking in the first half was good, so I don't think they'll kill him for it, you know. But there's definitely a little bit of talking to he might have with his wide receivers coach.
Hey, shout out to Cody Hill and Andy Hamilton, stats and social media today for getting the word out to the folk. You know, it takes a team, and we here at the SFL bring you that team effort. And here's the punt by Grasmanis.
That was a good tackle. I mean, you know, and at the end of the day, as your first preseason game as an expansion team, if you can go into the champ's house and put up a decent fight, I mean, that gives you a lot to build on.
I'll tell you, the only mistake that they had today was that interception right before the end of the first half by Chris Mack. Other than that, They have played outstanding football.
No, you're absolutely right, and I mean, it's unfortunate. It's just Alaska, man. They only need one mistake. You know, their defense will take advantage of it, and they'll give the ball to Cochran, and Cochran will make you pay for it.
2:36 to play for this one, and Alaska just sit on it. They'll hand off to Nordellis. Nordellis with a big hole, bragging people.
Wow.
2nd and 2, an 8-yard gain, one of his biggest runs of the day.
Yeah, you're going to need someone to step up on that defense and not let everybody just kind of give up. You know, you're one big play away from tying this game back up, so you can't lose focus.
They're going to run this clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning here. Ron Cochran with 229 yards and 2 scores in the air. Not bad for the veteran to kick things off.
I mean, he's been pretty much perfect today.
8 p.m. music, 2-minute warning is here. And Alaska is up 14-7 on New Orleans here on the SFL Network on YouTube. Presented by 8 p.m. music. Coming down to the last few precious seconds here in our contest today. Alaska, the defending SFL champs, up by the score of 14-7 on the New Orleans Pharaohs, the expansion club. Cochran will hand off to Nordellis. He gets knocked down. Timeout immediately called by New Orleans.
That's a huge play because that puts them at 3rd and 3. So now they got a little bit more to think about, and you get to stop the clock. Yeah, their offense might get another shot at this.
Well, again, it's 3rd and 3. They've got to stop them here. An incomplete pass, if there is one, does a lot of wonders because it'll stop the clock and push the down up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I formation, Cochran reading the play as Nordellis dots the I. The play clock all the way down to 5. It's Nordellis on the call. He gets struck down from the back. And immediately
great tackle.
Wow. Nice stop up the middle that time for New Orleans. We'll give the kudos that time to, where'd he go? There he goes. And here comes 4th down. Aaron Arrington. Yep, that's that dude. So New Orleans might get themselves another shot here.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like they're going to get one more chance to go.
They've got 1:48. They need to drive this football 52 yards for the game-tying score.
He's just going to need his receivers to step up, make some catches. He should be all right.
Alaska 14, New Orleans 7. Preseason football here in the Simulation Football League for Season 11. We got games all week. SimulationFL.net's where you need to find the information on everybody, including our expansion teams. New Orleans, Las Vegas, and Baltimore included. Here's a throw by Gold. Catch is made in the first down.
Well done. Shout out to Las Vegas. Our game will be on after this one, so if you guys want to click on over, I think we've got something special going on down there.
Gold on the near side. Bonkers with an open field. Ouch. Ooh. 7-yard catch. Yee. I mean, he's been taking those on the head.
Yeah, but credit to that boy because he's already in the backfield again. He's ready to go.
3 wide set. Back to pass on 2nd and 3. Gold, a lot of time down the field. Catch is made. Can he take it to the house? It's yes. Touchdown New Orleans.
Wow.
Wow. What a possession. Brock Lee, the tight end, comes through in the clutch from 33 out.
Look at that perfect route. Who's that on him, Thomas?
Yeah, that's a Matt Pitta. That's a Matt Pitta style catch there. Now the question is,
that was strong.
Do you want to go for 2 or do you want to play it safe and go for 1? They're going to go for 1 here.
Yeah, I think you tie the game up, and then you got 1:11. You just hope that your defense can hold Alaska.
Now remember, New Orleans is out of timeouts. This is to put this at a tie ball game. Yes! 14 all on a 32-yard touchdown catch by Brock Lee.
Yeah, that's a strong counterpunch by New Orleans. They're not going anywhere. They got 1:11 left. They're still in this.
All right, let's see if they're going to go for the onside kick here. Or do they?
Looks like they're going to play for overtime.
If they play, they could play it safe here. It's 1:11 to play. Yep, they're going to boot this one. It's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good kick all the way back to the 5.
And the run back. Yep.
Ooh, he's going the wrong way.
Yeah, that was a smart choice.
Yeah. I mean, he's at the 24. They got 1:06. I mean, Cochran can do it.
Yeah, Ron Cochran, the vet.
Cover Klein every play.
You know, he is a wily veteran for a reason.
Yep, just take your free safety and staple him to Klein. Like, don't let him get open.
Aaron Arrington is right on him too.
Yeah.
Single back.
Arrington's no slouch. I mean, he's
Yeah, we've seen that today. Cochran back to pass. Cochran, a lot of time. The catch is made and a first down. That's Klein on the outside.
I'm not sure what happened there.
No, just a good one-handed catch.
Well, it looked like Arrington let him go by, and then there was nobody to pick it up.
Cochran on the pump fake now has Nordellis on the outside. Nothing, but it does get.
He got to the sidelines.
Timeout by Alaska with 46-6. 2nd and 6 at the Alaska 45. We're all tied at 14. The Storm trying to get at least in the field goal range for what would
Yeah,
be the
that's
go-ahead score.
Then yeah, you're right, and that's what New Orleans has to worry about. Is they're not protecting the end zone here; they're protecting the 35-yard line.
Pro set 3 wide on 2nd and 6. 45 seconds left as we are indeed inside the 2K Sports final minute. Back to pass is Cochran, the lefty, looking left, looking right, looking left. He gets sacked!
Got him.
He got sacked!
Wow, that's such an important sack.
Coleman Fletcher coming from behind and said, "Ah, gotcha!"
Yeah, he pushed right through that block, and he's going to make Alaska waste a timeout now.
Wow, straight bull rush by the kid.
Yep.
3rd and 11 now to call. 41 ticks on the clock. Alaska down to 1 timeout. Remember, New Orleans cannot stop the clock for the rest of the half.
So expect Alaska to take a shot here. And if not, they'll just punt.
5 wide. 5 wide. Trips right-hand side. Cochran in the shotgun. Back to pass, short drop. With a man in his face! Almost picked off!
Great defense right there.
And Arrington right there in the center.
Defense.
Arrington right there in center field almost had him a gift. 4th down. Now the question is, with 36 ticks, are they going to go for it here? Looks like the offense is... Nope, they're going to punt it away. Jun Tutu is out there to punt. 4th and 11. Here comes Tutu. See where it goes. Fair catch. Wolf at his 27.
27, yeah.
So New Orleans...
Yeah, I mean, they need, what, like a 50-yard play for field goal range? Is what they're looking for?
I mean, touchdown Jesus is somewhere around here for New Orleans.
Right, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, if Donk could just go bust a 70-yard run like he did in the first half, so...
Well,
he got options.
He did a 60-yarder, so that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
3 wide set to Bunkers is the lone setback. 30 seconds until regulation. Back to pass as Xander goes. Steps up, looking, trying to go right. He gets sacked.
Oof.
Immediately gets up after a 5-yard loss.
Come on, Rick. You got to get rid of that.
That's a coverage sack. That's a straight-up coverage sack there. Gold back to pass on 2nd down. Gold is sacked again! Alaska trying to sneak in 2 here before it's all over with.
You're not lying. They keep hitting him like this.
And immediately throws down. Third and long. 4th and 21 to call here. And he's like, oh, come on, y'all. What the biscuit?
Right. I mean, it's just complete pocket breakdown.
So 4th down here. And now a penalty called. Offsides against Alaska. Wow.
Oh, no.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Larkin, the one called for the neutral zone infraction. New Orleans is like, come on. Yeah, come on.
Right? Yeah, we won't see Larkin again. That was his preseason debut.
All right, Gressman is set to punt away here. A little bit more room to work with. 5 seconds until overtime, unless something weird really happens.
Yeah, I mean, you expect them just to kind of be prepping for that coin toss.
Here's the boot, and that is 0-0. Merrill, yeah, we're going overtime.
That's it.
We got 11 extra minutes, but we got to see what the biscuits up with the coin toss here at the end of 4 quarters. Good preseason game, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, the Pharaohs dragging the Storm into the deep water.
New Orleans Pharaohs 14. Alaska Storm 14. Overtime on the way. As here is the 8 p.m. music. Coin toss for overtime. The coin toss will be won by the Storm. They're going to receive. First score wins. Here comes the kick by Grassmanis and the crew. And away we go from the eye of the storm in Anchorage. Merrill from his 15. See some steam.
Yep.
We'll get to the 36.
36. Oh, a little shimmy.
You see him, right?
Getting busy out there.
All right. So 1st and 10 for Alaska here in overtime. We must have a winner. There's no ties in this league.
Yeah, the Pharaohs just have to hope that Cochran hasn't just been messing around with them all game. It comes out serious.
Nordellis. Ooh, wow. Triple team crunch. 2nd down.
Yeah. Oof, yeah. That's Taylor's not having a great day. And it's not his fault. Springs is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, Springs, I think Springs is almost up to double-digit tackles.
He's been everywhere. Anything that goes to the right side over there just gets shut down.
He's got a couple of sacks to his credit, too. Offset ice, 3 wide, doubles left-hand side for Alaska going to the right in the teal and red. Cochran back to pass, long drop for the lefty, throws, catches, made it a 1st down.
Good throw under pressure.
Optimus Klein with a touchdown catch. Now has a 3rd down, has a conversion catch. And the man from the all-name team last year, look at the way he runs these routes.
Yep, just a deep cross, and Arrington's playing a little too far off of him. No, he caught up there. He corrected his mistake, but you can't leave Klein open. You can't give him a window that big.
The 49 is where they'll put the football now.
Yeah, now you're dangerously close to field goal range.
Overload right with a double on the right-hand side. Back to pass. Cochran, the lefty throws.
He's in there.
He gets hit as he throws the football. Big Fletcher. I tell you, Fletcher has been a guy that's been all over the football today, too.
That's definitely true. I mean, there's some promising non-contracts out here in New Orleans that are really impressive.
Robert Merrill. Near perfect in 7 targets thrown to him.
Yeah, he had a couple of big drops early, but Simsey and Cochran have made up.
4 wide set. Offset is Nordellis. Short drop back.
Pressure's coming.
He gets sacked. 3rd and 11 coming up.
And Pharaohs just will not go away.
Obi Okoye with the sack. 3rd and 11 to call. Clock running 9:30 for overtime. We're all square at 14 here in Anchorage. We'll head down to Las Vegas in a little bit for our 2nd preseason game. Cochran back to pass on 3rd and 11. He got sacked!
Man.
Ooh, wait! Yee, man! Jerry Smith said, "No soup for you."
You're saying that's giant Jerry Smith right there.
Jesus! 4th down. Bring out the punting unit, please.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with these offensive lines, but maybe they weren't ready to play 5 quarters because they're just letting everything through now.
Tutu to punt, Matt Wolf to receive. And Tutu, a good one here, all the way back to the 14 and out.
Oh, he got rocked though.
Great coverage.
All right, here we go, Xander Gold. This is about as big of a stage as you could wish for.
From the 19-yard line, New Orleans looking for that winning score. Can they pull it off here in the champion's house? Donk Bonker's still sitting on 118 on 28 carries. Hadn't seen much since the early part of the first half.
That's been real quiet.
He'll get the call here, and he will get dropped for a yard loss. Big Sexy. There go that man again.
Yeah, you can't be running to the left line like that. I mean, since Big Sexy's moved over to defensive tackle, like, you just the middle of the line is not safe for you to run, period, if you're playing Alaska.
2nd down and 11 at the 18 of New Orleans. The Pharaohs heading to the left here in overtime in the white uniforms, purple and gold writing, black helmets and pants. It's Bonkers on the call. Bonkers blasting through, still on his feet. Almost a 1st down. He'll pick up 9.
Yeah, and look who tackled him. Big Sexy, all the way on the other side of the field, 9 yards back.
Boy, he is scraping them, but Bonkers is starting to scrape up a few more here. Boy, look at that block by the right side of the line, though.
Yeah, look at that line of attack, man. Just boom. Yeah, he put it on him.
Loving that right side of the line there. Shouts out to one of the big uglies for the Pharaohs. I give it up for right tackle Mike Watson, number 77.
He's trying.
3rd and 2 from the 27. It's Bonkers again. Bonkers will not go. He loses 3. And here you go again, Big Sexy.
Yep. Oh, yeah, Dominguez, he has had enough.
Dominguez putting in work.
He's got stuff to do after this game, and he does not appreciate the overtime.
4th and 5 now. Gressman is back to punt away. Merrill back to receive for Alaska. 7:22 for overtime. First score wins. Merrill crunched up at the 46-yard line. Great field position for the Storm, but can they turn it into points?
That's been a constant for the Pharaohs this entire game. Is they really shut down the special teams of Alaska. I mean, Merrill's dangerous as a returner. He's got touchdowns already, and he can get more as soon as you sleep on him. So shout out to them for shutting him down.
Alaska in the teal and red going to the right, needing 54 yards for the potential game-winning score. Hand off to Stanley Nordellis, and he will get 1 yard on the gain, 2nd down.
Not helping his averages.
Nah, he's eking back close to the Mendoza line.
Yeah, it's looking rough.
By the way, the Simulation Football League glad to bring ScoreStream back into the mix for a 2nd season. ScoreStream, the official scoreboard app of the Simulation Football League. Follow them on your favorite mobile apparatus. Cochran the throw, catch is made, and a 1st down.
Yeah, that's rough. That's all they needed.
Wow. That is a huge catch by Jason Julian. I think that's our new tight end of the Alaska Storm.
Yeah, I guess so, because he's chopping up that defense, like you said earlier. I mean, triple coverage plus the ref. He just sidesteps everybody, and he's off the races. I mean, the only thing that saved him is they had guys back there, but they're well within field goal range now. So
Jason Julian Fries will now put Alaska in perfect position for the win. This is a 34-yard attempt by Brechet. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the Storm win! That's ball game, everybody.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. The Pharaohs make one key mistake. They take one play off. That's all it takes for Klein and Cochran, man. They don't miss things like that.
Cap Rooney, the backup quarterback, made a great grab on the high snap, and Brechet bangs it through the middle. And that's our contest here in Anchorage. Your final in overtime. The Alaska Storm take out the expansion New Orleans Pharaohs 17-14. As we take a look at it, post-game stats presented by 2K Sports. Great ball game all the way around. Over 550 yards of total offense. However, it was the 301 passing yards from the hands of Ron Cochran. 2 touchdown throws that were the difference.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really one-dimensional attack from Alaska, and it's not for lack of trying, but they just Nordellis couldn't get anything going on the ground. This New Orleans defense is just too strong there. So it was on Cochran's shoulders to keep him in the game, and I mean, he's been in that position plenty of times before, and he's got great receivers like Klein and Merrill, and even Como made some key grabs there, and they just always seem to bail him out.
Let's give it up for the rookie now, Xander Gold. He's made some good throws too, but that one mistake that he threw to Chris Mack kind of rattled his cages a little bit. And the way that the defensive line adjusted to stop Donk Bonkers in the second half also kept this game the way it was.
Yeah, it was very interesting, very much a tale of two halves, where Donk Bonkers was just getting anything he wanted on the ground in the first half, and in the second half, must have been some sort of adjustment because the Storm was not having any of it after that. And like you said, Xander Gold, I felt like he was starting to get into a rhythm. And he started to make more completions and look a little bit further down the field, and then that pass interception that he threw just, it reset him. And unfortunately, he just didn't have long enough time to get back up there where he could get them where they needed to get to pull this game out.
Once again, your final score from the Eye of the Storm in Anchorage. The SFL Season 10 champion Alaska Storm hold off a furious push by the expansion New Orleans Pharaohs, the final 17-14. As we await the announcement of your 8 p.m. music player of the game, and he is the veteran Ron Cochran, the quarterback for the Alaska Storm. 21 of 28, 301 in the air, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely great performance by the grizzled veteran. Stay tuned for more great SFL action in the preseason. SimulationFL.net for America Terra. I am Alvin Washington saying so long from Anchorage, Alaska, and good night, everyone. This is the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music.